Are you tired of hearing the same advice over and over about making money online? Maybe you've watched dozens of videos, followed all the so-called blueprints, and tried things like drop shipping, crypto trading, affiliate marketing, but still ended up confused, frustrated, or worse, broke. If that sounds like you, you're not alone. In fact, I was exactly in your shoes not too long ago. So today, we're cutting through all the noise and breaking down the truth, the real, unfiltered truth about making money online. Not just what sounds good, but what actually works in real life. Stay with me until the end, because I've got something that might save you weeks or even months of trial and error. And no, I'm not here to sell you a course or promise you passive millions by next week. I'm here to help you skip the BS and focus on what actually matters. Section 1. The false hope cycle. Let's talk about the online money-making trap. Most people don't fail because they're lazy. They fail because they've been sold an illusion. They get excited about something like print on demand or day trading, throw in a little money, binge a few tutorials, maybe even make a website. But when things don't blow up in a week, they give up. Sound familiar? It's not that these methods don't work. Many of them do. The problem is they don't work for everyone. And they don't work the way YouTube or Instagram tells you they will. There's a learning curve, and most people quit before they even begin to understand how the game is played. The real question isn't, does this method work? The real question is this method worth your time, effort, and money right now? Because the internet is full of shiny objects, but very few roads lead to results unless you're focused. Section 2. The buzzwords you should be wary of. If you've been scrolling online, you've seen words like passive income, guaranteed profits, automated business, zero effort, no experience needed. Let me save you some heartache. Whenever something sounds too easy, it's usually either incomplete, outdated, or a straight-up sales funnel. Now, that doesn't mean the idea is trash. It just means it's being sold with false expectations. For example, affiliate marketing can work, but to do it right, you either need strong SEO skills, a loyal audience, or a lot of paid traffic. That's not easy. It's strategic. Same with e-commerce, freelancing, content creation, or investing. So if you hear someone pitching a method with no skill, no time, no money, and no thinking required, close the tab. Section 3. So what actually works? I've spent the past few years testing almost everything. And after all the failures, lost money, and wasted hours, two models stood out. They're not magic. They're not overnight success formulas, but they are proven, scalable, and, most importantly, accessible. Let's start with the first one. Method 1. Digital publishing, ebooks, journals, and tools. One of the most underrated business models in 2025 is digital publishing. And no, I'm not talking about writing a 300-page novel. I'm talking about creating low-content or value-driven books, like journals, planners, templates, short guides, and publishing them through platforms like Amazon KDP, Gumroad, or Etsy. Here's why this works. It costs almost nothing to start. You can outsource the creation if you're not a writer. Once the product is up, it becomes an asset. It can sell while you sleep. But here's where the strategy gets smart. Most people upload the book and sit back hoping Amazon will do all the marketing. That's not how you win. What works is using platforms like TikTok, YouTube Shorts, or Pinterest to build visibility. For example, create 15-second videos that show off your journal design, give a tip from your ebook, or tell a short story that hooks people emotionally. Then rinse and repeat. Let's say you sell a $12 digital product. If a short video hits 100,000 views and converts at just 1%, you're looking at 1,000 sales. That's $12,000 gross. Even at 50% profit margin, that's $6,000 plus in your pocket. The best part? You created the product once. This model isn't passive from day one, but it can become passive with the right system. Method 2. YouTube, the long-term asset game. If I had to start over from zero with no budget, I would go all in on YouTube. Not because it's fast, but because it builds long-term income and influence at the same time. Here's how to win on YouTube in 2025. 1. Pick a niche you actually enjoy, preferably one with high CPM like personal finance, productivity, investing, tech, or business. 2. Focus on solving problems. Think, how to save money on a low income. How I turned $100 into $1,000 with side hustles. Why most people fail at budgeting. 3. Invest in good titles, thumbnails, and scripts. This is where attention is won or lost. 4. Understand your metrics. CTR, click-through rate, are people clicking? AVD, average view duration, are they watching? Retention and engagement, are they staying to the end? 5. Consistency plus improvement equals growth. Don't focus on viral hits at first. Focus on value. Even if your first 10 videos flop, by video 30 or 50, if you're learning and iterating, you'll start to see traction. And remember, once you're monetized, YouTube becomes a cash machine through ads, affiliate links, sponsorships, digital products, email list building. It compounds over time, and no other platform rewards long-term effort the way YouTube does. Section 4. DIY versus delegation. Now here's the decision point. If you want to build a small second income, maybe a few $100 a month, you can absolutely do everything yourself. But if your goal is to build a serious online business, something that pays the bills, replaces your job, or funds your freedom, you'll eventually need to delegate. That means hiring editors, writers, or voiceover artists, using automation tools, outsourcing design, thumbnails, research. Delegation allows you to scale without burnout. The more time you free up, the more energy you have to grow and strategize. Final thoughts, the real road to online income. Here's the part no one talks about. This path is not linear. You will fail. You'll hit walls. You'll spend time on things that don't work. But that's part of the game. Every mistake teaches you something. And once you learn how to navigate those roadblocks, you stop fearing them. You begin building not just income, but skills. And that's the real investment. So here's what I suggest. 1. Choose one method to commit to for 90 days. 2. Show up consistently, even when you're tired or discouraged. 3. Focus on progress, not perfection. And most importantly, don't give up too early. Most people quit right before things start to work. Now tell me, what's the realest lesson you've learned trying to make money online? Drop it in the comments. I'll be reading and replying to all of them. This is Real Money Minded, and I'll see you in the next one.